Hey there, all you cool junior achievement students. My name is Trent, and today I'm here to give you some more information on the Vice President of Information Technology position for your JA team. I know what some of you are thinking. Info technology is kind of boring and it isn't that important. Well, I'm here to tell you that it isn't. I mean, it's not. I swear. As the Vice President of Information Technology for your team, you'll be making key decisions and taking a strong leadership role in your team. You'll have a hand in all departments, creating online workspaces and communication methods that increase productivity and success. You'll be the one taking the lead on the company website, social media use, and technology training. And you think that that's boring? No way. But this role has a lot more technical stuff that we need to go over. In this video, we'll go over the basics of your new position, steps that will lead to success in your position, as well as how you can fit onto your team and contribute to your overall company success. I'm sure you have a lot of questions about what to do, so without further ado, let's start this junior achievement training for the VP of Information Technology. Let's go. What is a Vice President of Information Technology? Well, this isn't super easy to define. IT is a broad term that encompasses a lot of different roles, but the basic idea is that you are in charge of everything in your company that uses computers or technology. You're responsible for assisting both the management team and the company at large in using technology to meet the business goals of your team. Simply put, the VP of IT is responsible for using technology to communicate both important information to your team and externally to customers. This position has become more and more prominent over the past 20 years. It's become so prominent to the point that IT has created some of the most famous and wealthy people of all time. Think about Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Tim Berners-Lee. If you can excel in technology skills, you could find yourself in a very lucrative career. Technology has become so much a part of every business, and the more that you can instill and install helpful technology at your company or your organization, the easier your team will find it to help spread their market reach and attain success. Now, as much as I want to push you to ultimate greatness, I also want to make this relevant to your current task. Those famous IT guys were building computers in their basement. In your JA team, you may not be asked to reinvent the wheel in this way. However, you can bring about most change through even slight improvements to simple tasks. Let's talk about it. Steps to success. Number 1, communication. Great communication can mean the difference between a struggling team and a successful team. You probably won't be able to take work on this project every day. A normal organization would require at least 40 hours a week, if not more. In your situation, a lot of the tasks will rely on communication outside of the team meetings. Online chat and platforms all have their positives and negatives. Talk to your team and choose something, whether it's Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Slack, that everyone understands how to use. The newest and coolest apps may all seem great to you, but if no one can understand how to use them on your team, or only half the team can log in, then really it defeats the purpose of choosing the newest and coolest apps. Try to pick something that can get your information to as many students as possible.
That's not how apps work.
Then make it how it works!
You'll also have to handle how you will communicate with your customers. One of the obvious ways is through email. You don't have to use email, but remember that email is a trusted platform by many people. In the same way you communicate between your team, you'll want to pick something that your customers understand. If you use Snapchat for orders, You'll never remember anything. They delete after 10 seconds. Ridiculous, obviously, although I bet it passed through the mind of at least one of you. I'll leave the talk more about social media for later, but let's put some thought behind these decisions and have a reason for your choices based on evidence. Evidence, not opinions.
That doesn't matter. You don't need people's opinions on a fact. You might as well have a poll asking which number is bigger, 15 or 5. Or do owls exist?
Number 2, team training and proficiency. With everything you do, you'll have to run a training session with your team. These trainings should cover the reasons you make this choice or the benefits of the platform, the basics on how to use the platform or the website, the pitfalls and possible issues that may arise and how to deal with them, and the overall vision for the platform and how it fits into the vision of the team. With this outline, you can see how even the most basic platform would need to be discussed. Everyone has a basic understanding of how to run Instagram, but do they understand exactly what each post should look like for maximum reach? Do they understand the hashtags that they'll need to use and why? Maybe the scheduling of each post. Your team should have a marketing strategy that will answer these questions and give reasons as to why you follow them.
And these are for mine? Oh.
No, yeah, they're not from mine. Like, for
Oh
example,
man, that's on my Instagram. That's great.
Yes, teamwork is going to be big. I've been mentioning that some other departments should be referenced and checked with throughout the video, but remember, just assume that you should be checking in with everyone through every decision. I know, you're a Lone Ranger and you ride alone, but even the Lone Ranger needs a horse. Doesn't he? Or she? Who is the Lone Ranger anyways?
My name come up?
Number 3, research and development. You're going to want to look into all the different platforms before you use them. In the first weeks after being elected, this will be crucial. You'll need to convince your team that you have found the right platform that works for your team. And to do that, you'll need information. Make sure to talk to your team before you research so that you can outline exactly what it is that you'll want to see from each platform. What is the most important part of it for your team? How are you hoping to use each platform? Put together your list of practices, priorities, and then research your head off. Go hit up the library or the internet, whichever one is in your house. Remember, development comes throughout the program. Development of the website, development of the video and editing techniques, development of communication practices. Just because you set something at the beginning and you had this vision in your mind doesn't mean that you've worked out all the kinks. Don't be afraid to make changes to it and improve upon as you go along. As much as I know you're an expert on everything, we all have some learning to do. Humble yourself. Always try to continue and excel in all areas and find simpler ways of doing things. This will really help the success of the team. Number 4, website creation. The website will be your biggest undertaking on your junior achievement business journey. These days, making an average or a below average website is easy, but making a really great website takes work. You will have to work with all of your departments at one time or another when you are doing this project. Make sure to be open to their ideas, even if you are the one working on it the most. Some of the required pages you will need on your website are an About Us page with your mission statement and business goals, a sponsorship page where you'll mention your school or host organization, and a page with an explanation and logo of Junior Achievement and how you fit into their programs. Everything else is up to you. Research some popular websites and see what makes them flow so well. Remember, it's a visual medium and more videos and photos can be helpful. Pro tip!
There's some stuff that I picked up on the way.
If you have experience coding, then go for it. If not, use a website builder. This may be at an extra cost, but it's worth it. You should add that into your budget. Spend time researching website building companies. Work within your budget to decide on the number of features you want. Let's talk about social media and how to use it. I don't want to try and teach the youth about something like this. Every younger generation is going to know a little bit more than their predecessors about the new media, and there's a good chance I'm not using something, TikTok, that you think is really popular.
I need help. Give me some help. Translation guide, please.
Old people TikTok is so wild.
That being said, I want to share my wisdom that I do have. Take it with a grain of salt. A big grain. Facebook. Outreach to an older generation. It also gives your organization some clout. It's not the most exciting platform, but setting up a page can be very helpful. It can also be a place where you can use their marketplace for extra sales power. Twitter. This is a great place to communicate with your mission and the character of your team to the world. Be very careful about this. Every tweet will be seen by all of your sponsors and the JA organization. You represent many people, and it's important to keep the integrity of your organization as well as the JA organization. Think about your team's values before you tweet or like a tweet.
I am composing strongly worded letters about things I disapprove of, and I am using the internet to get addresses where I can send them. So far, I've written to a vegetable farm, several European ambassadors, a manufacturer of male cologne, and a non-fat frozen yogurt bar. Dear frozen yogurt, you are the celery of desserts, be ice cream or be nothing. 0 stars.
YouTube. Communicating through video is a must in this time. You have to spend some creativity and make some creative videos as a way to let your customers have a peek behind the curtain and also to market your product. The fact is that your organization is run by teenagers, and that's very interesting. So film that and showcase that. LinkedIn. Like Facebook, this is not an extremely interesting platform. However, it looks great when your organization comes up on a Google search. Create the page and make it look professional, but don't expect much from it. Instagram. This is one that I'm sure a lot of you will get excited about. Similar to YouTube, it gives people visuals that will help customers see you and hear about your story. I want to say the same thing that I said about Twitter. Know that you will get comments and you'll be displaying your passion. Use this platform with caution. Other. There's many different social media platforms out there, and this could include TikTok or Pinterest or something that I or you doesn't even know exists yet. With social media, you are engaging to the entire online world. Whatever you use, please understand that everything you put up on social media will represent your organization and the JA brand. Develop a plan, have a reason for every post, keep it simple but organized, and prepare for the comments. You may want to elect a comments officer to deal with these.
Don't read the comments.
How can you not, though? Look at this. Ja, 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 ja. What is that? Is that a good thing?
Look, it's just gonna reduce your enjoyment of the video, okay? Guys. Guys. Guys!
The comments officer could be a mentor, a teacher, or a trusted student. They should have access and should delete or block comments or accounts that put up inappropriate comments. Don't engage with these inappropriate people or comments. The reason that these comments should be deleted is that not every member of your team should be reading the comments that you'll receive. In order to save some hurt feelings and general nastiness, try your best to put barriers or preventative measures in place. Please take this seriously. Understanding your place in the organization is pretty simple. I have been pushing this the whole video, but your place is every piece of technology used in the organization. Remember that just because you're a leader in these technological areas, it doesn't mean that you get the final decision on everything. Teamwork is also extremely important. And in this program, in order to be successful, You'll have to work strong together as a team. I hope this has given you a lot of new information about the VP of Information Technology position. Please feel free to review this video throughout the year if you are running into any issues. Also, make sure to watch some of our other executive explanation videos so you'll have a better understanding about this position. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great year. I'm gonna get a workout.
Oh yeah. I've been doing boxing, so my shoulders are a little. Were you a theater kid?
Queer. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And pro tip in the middle. You should fix that sentence.
A little stronger than they were before.
Atta girl.
So.